Yes.
Trustee Armstrong?
Yes.
Trustee Flett?
Yes.
Trustee Burke?
Yes.
Okay, we'll call the special meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Trustee Knigge?
Here.
Trustee Burke?
Here.
Trustee Starkey?
Here.
Trustee Armstrong?
Here.
Trustee Flett?
Here.
Trustee Burke?
Here.
The items for approval that there would be public comment on are the motor fuel tax, road repairs, and the use of the motor fuel tax monies in order to repair those roads. Is there any public comment regarding those items? Okay. The approval of the agenda then, motion to approve the 2013 motor fuel tax road repairs project to Peter Baker and Sons Incorporated for an amount not to exceed $406,816.82.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Knigge?
Yes.
Trustee Burke?
Yes.
Trustee Starkey?
Yes.
Trustee Armstrong?
Yes.
Trustee Flett?
Yes.
Trustee Burke?
Yes.
Item 7 then, motion to approve the motor fuel tax resolution for 2013 road repairs and maintenance.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Knigge?
Yes.
Trustee Burke?
Yes.
Trustee Starkey?
Yes.
Trustee Armstrong?
Yes.
Trustee Flett?
Yes.
Trustee Burke?
Yes. You're making a different presentation to COC job, or is it just the one that we watched on the video screen?
No,
It's
different.
very
but
brief.
Right.
You're only giving us 15 minutes.
Right.
We can't take our usual.
It's basically that one condensed.
You have a question?
I do. It's Mark Knigge, 1203 East Bonner. It's concerning Synergy Flavors. A while ago, there was some concern about the integrity of the Synergy road. Was that ever addressed? And now that you're talking about reducing some of the funding, is the road okay then?
Yeah.
I saw something from Scores.
Yeah. Basically, what they did is the contractor gave us a 20-year construction guarantee in writing in lieu of actually excavating and patching what was out there. So we felt that that was adequate. So with having that in writing, we felt comfortable that that would be fine.
To follow up on that, do they have some sort of a bond or insurance out there to back that up if they're not around in 15 years or 20 years? And it's great that we got a 20-year guarantee, but nature of the construction business and everything else, who do we enforce the guarantee against if they're no longer there?
Yeah, I believe we get something.
You get a maintenance bond for 3 years.
Yeah.
That's every development in town.
Well, that leaves us 17 years of flapping in the wind.
That's why hopefully the inspections are good that our engineer makes and our street department makes, that we make sure that it meets village specifications.
Idea that it was going to be pass muster with their board.
How many times do you do this? The lawyer released it saying, this is just a draft copy, subject to the approval of my board, my client. You know the reason for that.
I understand.
So no one expects a one-day turnaround on anything, especially not when you're involved in the government, and especially not on a 40-plus year deal. That's ridiculous. I haven't even read it yet, right? I haven't even read it yet. I know that it exists because Rudy told me it exists, but I haven't even read it. So the bottom line is that we're working diligently, transparently, and we're going to do the best deal we can.
Yeah, really, in the meeting.
That's it. That's the best you can expect for this kind of a deal. It will continue, and this is the thing that's for sure. The board has every right to expect information be brought to them that they could actually make a rational decision. That just this admissions agreement is that's the tip of the iceberg.
That's why you sit on it.
That's the very top of the iceberg. There's a lot more underneath that has to be divulged, that has to be given to the board for consideration before they could possibly vote on what they asked us to vote on in this resolution, a significant amount. So it's just, you know, this is an ongoing process, and we'll have to keep working towards that end.
And if I could just address the board as well as the public out here. You know, up until this point, you know, it's been closed meetings with just our negotiating team and their negotiating team. I think the presence of all the board members there will have great impact on them, knowing that we're very serious and we want to continue discussions with them. So I think that's one of the things that we're hoping that our presence will bring, and then we will all get the information at the same time.
Yes? Actually, I think the lady behind you had a question
Oh,
first.
it was more just a statement. You just said that, you know, that nobody would expect a one-day turnaround, and we just saw the document get handed to one of the board members, and she doesn't even have 24 hours to review it. So it's just a statement. If you did receive it on Friday, maybe it would have been.
It's 9 pages.
Okay.
Well, so what?
Yes?
Well, it came
Then
from
he
the
should have
village
read it by
hall.
now.
I mean, that was my copy.
Yes?
To your example, we had the Village of Lowell come in here right before you started, and their entire board, and I don't believe that made any impact, and I don't know if you've heard from the village, there was one mayor you hadn't heard from. Is that relationship repaired as it should have been repaired back in June? The whole board came here to make an impact, you weren't at that meeting. Lincoln Knight graciously accepted their letter and such, but, how does that, the whole board can be there, but if that didn't matter here.
Well, I think it speaks volumes. It's a board.
Okay.
That's here. At least to me it does.
I hope so. I hope that, I guess my most disappointing thing is, again, the board has to be silent, is told by Rudy to be silent. And, yeah, and boy, that is a darn
You're our
disappointment.
trustees.
That's a darn disappointment.
Yeah.
We-
So much
we
for
didn't hear
transparent
unanimous votes
transparency.
at that, about the recapture.
Okay.
I didn't hear unanimous.
Yes.
I heard them
It
say,
did.
actually, I
In a
heard
public
it
meeting,
not a
that's the
deal.
only time you can vote.
What did we hear? We heard
No,
not a
it
deal
wasn't.
breaker, and then they were told to shut up.
Yeah.
No, that was at a COW meeting where they gave consensus. Prior to that was a board meeting, we discussed similar topics, and it was voted on, and it was unanimous. And that's the thing you have to understand with these things,
I'll
is
have to
that
get those minutes.
there's nothing secret about this. It's a long-term, complex process. You know, for that matter, when we go sit to negotiating these items, there's nothing secret about any of those negotiations, for that matter. There isn't. We're gonna sit and try to hammer out what we think is a fair deal, and they're gonna try to hammer out a fair deal, and collectively, I think we can come to an agreement. Our goal tomorrow is to preserve that option and to open communication so that we can meet face-to-face with them, and that's exactly what we're gonna do.
And is the board aware of how far along we were back in April compared to now and what's transpired? With that presentation, was that clear enough? Because it was a lot of words that weren't clear to me, so. From April, when you look at the CLC Jawa notes and our notes and this and that, it seems like we're revisiting something that was already approved. And I just want to make sure everybody's clear and has all the documents they need. I know you're going to get a packet, you know, again, 12 hours before a meeting, so, okay.
Yeah, I think we're all aware of, you know, that things have not stalled, but not moved forward as quickly as they were, just to look at some other